Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 46 of Chris T Knits. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you know when new content comes out on this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and Ravelry at Chris T Knits, and if you love cozy mysteries, follow me at the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat with my friend Manda of Itty Bitty Delights. I am also having a sale of 30% off of any of my patterns with the code ChrystalT as a thank you for watching. So this episode is going to be a lot shorter than usual because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did to organize my leftovers and all my minis, because I know a lot of you have this problem. So basically when you're done with a project, what do? You throw all your yarn into a basket like this. It's great. It holds a lot of yarn. You know where it is, and you think it's the perfect solution. It is not. Basically what happens is when you go looking for a yarn, like I did for this sock, this is the Follow Your Path sock by the Crazy Sock Lady. I had this yarn, which I loved. It's Molly Girl Yarns, the Diva's Lament. I've had this balled up for a few years in one of my full skein baskets, and I wanted a blue to match that. So I went looking through the baskets trying to find a blue. I did finally come up with one. It was Kiani hand-dyed yarn in Riding the Crest. But in order to get this, I ended up making a ginormous mess. Everything was getting tangled. I couldn't find it. I was getting frustrated because you know exactly what color you wanted and you just couldn't find it. I mean, I was finding a lot of blues, but not that color blue. And I knew I had it somewhere in here. So it took a lot longer than I should have to get that yarn. Also, another thing I noticed, I would put like little minis in this. This is the Crafter's Companion. I got this at Home Shopping Network or QVC a while ago. Unfortunately, they don't make this anymore, but I thought this was great. It had all these pockets, you know, it has a zipper in the back. I thought this was a great way to store all my scraps. It was not. Basically, what happened was it ended up looking like this. I had that under my end table over there, and my kids, every time they would go around there, they would knock into it and the minis would fall on the floor, the balls of yarn, and they were good. They picked it all up, put it back in there, but they unraveled. So when they unraveled, it just made this. Horrible. It took me about an hour to unravel this mess. I'm not kidding you. It was just insane. So between that and going through these baskets and not finding the particular yarn I wanted when I knew I had that color, I knew I had to change my system and make it more organized. So what I did was I took these Ziploc bags and I threw all the yarn on the couch. This took me about like an hour or two to do, but it is worth it. And I divided them all by color. So this is like all my teals, my dark pinks, my light purples, my dark purples. And what I suggest for you to do is when you go do this, you get everything in colors. Now, if you have too many skeins, like I had too many of the pinks, I had to go into two different colors. So there's two bags, one of light pinks, one of dark pinks. And it's good because there's only like 20 skeins in here at the most. Everything is compact. It's not jangling around when you need it. If you need to find out what you want in the bag, you just open it out. Everything's over there. It doesn't get tangled, doesn't make a mess, and it's easy to put away, and you know what you have. And you could see it through the bag. So you say you want to get this, it's easy to go in there and just get that little one. The other good thing about doing this is I noticed on the bottom of these bins, it was dusty. Like there was a lot of dust. Who would have thought that it would contain this dust? Again, I've been knitting for about 11 years. I've had these baskets, I'm going to say for about 8 years. There was so much yarn in them, I didn't see the dust down there. Now I have everything is clean and I know nothing's going to get, no insects can get at it. I know a lot of people have that problem. So this really helped. I mean, it's a little bit bulkier that I have to have 3 baskets as opposed to maybe like 2 baskets. But I can see everything. Another suggestion you could do to organize the yarn is if you have a specific type of yarn like self-striping. I have the Cozy Knitter. No, this one's the Cozy Knitter. Desert Vista Dye Works. So I have like different dyers if I really want to keep them separate. Is like with the Desert Vista Dye Works, she has a yearly knit along. She can only use her yarn. It's easy to find now. I know what's in here and everything is put together. So I highly recommend this. It was very easy to do, and it's going to save you so much aggravation. Another suggestion is for your advent calendars, get these little like containers, and they fit perfectly in here. So they're not in the big containers that they came in, because I know Yarn Cafe Creations came in this big box. Now it's in the small one. And in this bin, I actually have like 3 advent calendars. So, and I keep these inside of a cabinet so no dust gets at them. So that is how I am organizing everything. If you have any suggestions on how to organize, minis or leftover yarns, put in the down bar. I would love to hear them. I'm sure other people would like ideas, but this is how I am doing it. And so far it has been working amazingly. I think I was doing a shawl and I needed something, and it took me 2 minutes to find something as opposed to like an hour and then having to reorganize everything. It was wonderful. So I highly recommend this. Okay, and next episode you will see more of my whips. I have a lot more stuff, but I just wanted to come in here real quick and tell you about what I did to organize. I know I've been promising this for a while, so I hope this helped you out. But I do have, for you cozy mystery fans out there, I did forget to tell you about this book last week. I enjoyed this a lot. It's Murder Uncorked by Maddie Day, a C.C. Barton mystery. It's by Kensington Publishing. It was really good. She basically goes to move by her twin sister, and she works in a wine bar, which I love wine bar. I don't really drink, but for some reason I love reading about wine. So it was really good. They know, you find out a lot of facts about it and everything. But with this one, I did find this out. In the front, they have over here a list of all her books. And actually, I am now a fan of Maggie Day. I just read the Cozy Capers book group mysteries, The Murder on Cape Cod. I just told you about that. And I am really enjoying her books. So I highly recommend them. But with this one, Murder Uncorked, it says it's the first book. And then this one is The Christmas Mittens Murder, which is this book. This is not the first book. This one is. This is a novella. So it has 3 different authors in here. Lee Horace, Lynn Cahoon, and Maddie Day. They are all together in this book. They're all Christmas themed, which I like that they did that. But if you don't read the other ones, that's why I didn't ask for Kensington for this, because I didn't really read these authors. I did not realize that this was the first book in the series. So they kept talking about mystery. I'm going crazy. Like, what was this mystery? There has to be it. And I saw this there. I'm like, it's a Christmas book. They said it happened during Christmas. I wonder if that's the first one. It's the first mystery. So read this one first. It comes out on 9/26 next year. And then this one comes out at 10/24. So it makes sense that this one would come out first. I think I might end up waiting to Christmas to read this. I do like reading holiday things during the holidays. And I already read this one. So, I might end up doing that. Also, I am just finished reading. Let me show you the things. I do not have the book. I actually have most of the series in book form. I have no idea what happened to this book. I'm really upset. So it's Krista Davis, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, Paws and Claws, the second one. We read the first one. Well, I reread it for the Cozy Mystery Chats live stream event. It's basically a buddy read that we pick a book, we read it, and then she goes on with someone else and she talks about it, and then we can do live content. We can type to other people and we have a conversation about the book. It's a great book club. I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend my book club, the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat, because I will tell you all the books that I'm reading, anything that I'm interested in, new books that are coming out. So check them both out. But I love Paws and Claws. Krista Davis is my favorite author of the whole entire world. I have actually read almost every single book of her. She has over, I'm going to say, almost 40 books, I would say she would have. Definitely over 30. There's the Diva, Domestic Diva, I think is almost at 20 now. And she has 3 series. So I would, around 30 I would say she have. I think haven't read 5. Haven't read the last 3 in this and the last 2 in the Domestic Diva, only because I savor these books. But I think I'm going to bite the bullet and just start reading them. I know definitely because everyone loved this book so much in the book club that Angela decided to do a monthly read of the books in this. That's why I decided to reread this. Plus, I enjoyed rereading the first one so much, and I forgot a lot about it because it was about like 10 years I read this book. So this is cute. It happens during Halloween. I love the pun of the Ghost of Mrs. Muir, and this one's the Ghost of Mrs. Muir, like spelled like meow, you know? So I really enjoyed that. I love this town. I wish to God this town was in real life, because I would just go there and play with all the puppies and cats. Because everyone has like all the stores. You can bring any dog or cat into any of the stores. They have food for the cats and dogs. When you order something, they have a dog option free and a cat option that goes with your food. It's just the cutest concept. It would be amazing if there was a real ragtail. I wish to God there was. But unfortunately, it is not. I also want to show you for this month's read for my book club, the Crafty Cozy Mystery Chat. We're reading From Beer to Eternity by Shelley Harris. I figured that was a good book to pick for August. It looks very tropical. I'm excited to start this. And if you want to join in, DM me and I will put you on our chat. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope this has helped you with all your organization needs of any scraps you have. And I'd love to hear from you. So remember to write in the down bar, and have a great week. Bye.